Hey, what's up? It's Frankie here. Want to give you guys a pro tip for really bringing in the very, very best people in your agency. Those A kind of players who make your life easier and make you look good and that whole journey. So let's get into it. All right. So I'll tell you, F players, by the way, are the easiest ones to deal with because you just fire them, and it's pretty obvious they need fired. And A players are also easy to deal with. You keep those people as long as you can. They make you look good. But I'll tell you where most people get trapped in this game is in B and C level players, people who sometimes make your life easier and a lot of times make your life harder, and you never quite know for sure what it's going to be. And by the way, if you're stuck on that, you should get some help on that.
Round one, fight! Shoryuken! Shoryuken!
Fun little note about that. My brother used to be my whipping boy in Street Fighter, my younger brother, and he used to always go, "Mucus." I don't know, just his thing. Hadouken! So, how do you get A-level players? And I'll tell you the way most people do this is totally dead wrong. And the reason why most people do this dead wrong is because they don't realize that interviews are essentially useless. There's some people, by the way, who make for great interviews and who are terrible hires. I'm one of them, by the way. I'm a terrible employee, but I will ace your interview if you give it to me, because it's just selling myself and I know how to do that. Some people, by the way, are terrible at interviews and they get really nervous and they psych themselves up, and they make for great employees. And then to make matters more confusing, some people interview great and are great employees, and a whole bunch of people interview poorly and are poor employees. So there's only one way to know for sure. Perry Marshall, by the way, called this an audition. And that is the trial assignment. Before you hand somebody the reins, find out how you're going to work together. Now, I've learned to create kind of my own reality show. I don't know if you guys have seen those shows like The Bachelor or whatever, where they have like one dude, 20 chicks are after that one dude. That's how we actually run the hiring at our agency now, is we give trial assignments to like 20 different people at once. They're paid trial assignments, of course. And sometimes we'll give a second and even a third, depending on the scope of the work. But we give them a real-life example of what it might be like to work together, to test how they work in a real-life situation. And this is beautiful, by the way, because now you don't have to do job interviews and ask them how they are and have them tell you about their last job. You just say, hey, would you be open to a paid trial assignment? They say yes, and you give them one, and then you find out more from that than you ever will. And I'll tell you, if you start with 20 people, you'll end up with 2 really good ones through this trial assignment process. So I would suggest give it a whirl, because it'll make your life so much easier, and it'll help you to identify who the A-level people are from actually doing A-level work, not from giving A-level interviews. So I hope that's helpful to you guys out there. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.